my name is Paul, and welcome to Escape from Mars. Is there anything left? So let's rewind a bit. What we did here is make a landmine. So we just welded this warhead and the sensor, and now we will set up the settings for the sensor so it will selectively detect enemy cargo ships. It won't detect players. We won't detect friendlies or the owner. We detect enemies only. That's gonna be very important. Otherwise we will have some problems. We'll detect subgrids, small ships floating up checks. That's not really required. I think it's the subgrids that's the important bit. Small ships, large ships and subgrids. Those are the bits that are going to matter. And then the action is that we will, I guess, arm the warhead and detonate. And just to be sure, we will also trigger it. We set the detonation time way down. That should be it, actually. So we have our target, G-Corp Danger, which will send shipments over this line. We think we measured out everything correctly with advanced math. And then if we go down here, you can see a giant warhead, large grid, connected to a small grid battery, a bit hacky, with power, and a sensor. So the sensor will is set to detect everything within 70 meters all around it, and responds to enemies only. Very important detail. Otherwise we wouldn't have been able to stand here. And it detects ships, subgrids and large grid ships. So that's the setup. So now we hope that they will send a shipment out soon. This is out of our hands. And when that happens, we have to make sure that this car is out of the way. Otherwise it will get shut up. Right. So we parked a bit out of the way. We will sit here for a few minutes, and then yeah, if after like 5 or something there's still nothing happening, then we might leave again. But yeah, let's try that. Alright, so meanwhile we're running because there's a girder shipment coming, and we want to see if this actually works. I don't think this shipment is particularly useful, but it doesn't matter. At this point we just want to see some action, right? So let's try it. Let's see if this works. So we leave our car parked. Remember where we left it, and we will do some running. Alright, so we can safely stand here according to our advanced calculations. We can cheat a bit, going into third person. We should be safe here. I think this is quite good. Might need to clean up the rocks.
Convoy under threat. Possible pirate activity.
You cannot see that, we're hidden. Hi, my name is Paul, and this is Escape from Mars. Alright, didn't work. Let's find out in a bit why that's the case. That's sad. We were completely ready for it. We checked all the settings, checked every single wire, and all seems to be perfectly fine. So my guess is that the shipments do not go over the same path all the time, so they deviate a bit. So I guess it's sloppy AI. So yeah, maybe we have more luck next time. First, we'll drive over to the research facility and see if we can do some looting, and we keep an eye out for additional convoys. Big downside of that is...
Convoy dispatched. Delivery X5398.
Please tell me that's not... Alright, safely, right. That's the... Well, at least some... You gotta be shitting me. There's a rifle shipment.
Scanning shows G-Corp facilities in the area are carefully guarded. Approaching one is not recommended unless heavily armed yourself.
There's a new one? You gotta be kidding me. It is. Can we make it? Let's set our speed to some unadvisable number. Will we make it? This is bad. So the gun range, I think we'll start at like 800 meters maybe? Something like that. Quickly switch back to first person. So will we at least in time to get into the place? But will we be in time to get out of it as well?
Convoy under threat. Possible pirate activity.
Alright, quick. Of course, now we bump our head. Switch you on. How much I would love to have an antenna right now, but then it will be very expensive at Landmine all of a sudden. We left on the ugly marker. Still will switch it up. Right, attempt number 2. Seems like we had loads of time. Hi, my name is Paul, and welcome to Escape from Mars. Is there anything left? Go as intended. Right. Oh, there is something there actually, or is it just We got loot! Well, some of it. Alright, so I think this might not be the way to go and do pirating. Perhaps. I think this is a bit too much. What's the term for it? I think this is a bit too much Michael Bay style pirating. anything else that we can see? I don't think so. I think that was it. Well, I am happy that we finally figured out if this is going to work. To be honest, I think the small landmine should have worked as well. This clearly was too much. Although we did get some, by a miracle, we did get some shipment. I guess it was not lost entirely, but yeah, it's a bit too much. So to sum up this bit, landmines in Space Engineers. Effective? Yes. Practical? No. And quite difficult to get it right, actually. Alright, so that was a lot of fun. Not very practical, but a lot of fun. We have to watch out that there's a big crater now at that spot, and I'm very curious how the next shipments will deal with that. Might seem like a bit of a cheat now that I think about it. And essentially created a big pitfall for shipments to disappear in. But we'll see how this translates. Welcome back to the flight research facility of G-Corp, where we will steal some resources to make a bit of a trailer, to steal even more resources. So that would be a lot of fun. But we will fast forward a bit through the building process, as it's not one of the main exciting builds. It's just a trailer for behind our truck, and on top of that we will place a crane, which is the challenging bit, and this crane will help us lift things on the trailer.
Energy critical.
Not pretty, but it works. Then we can already set up our hotbar. So what we want this to be is, first of all, we want to control the crane. So we want to control, and then we want to program the crane controller, in which we will set up action for rotor base, and then the rotor hinge, tip, and the camera. So what should happen now the moment we control it is that we get something like this. The reason why it's so shaky is because of the lack of inertia tensor settings. I think this should work. It's a bit creepy, but it should work. And the rest of the hotbar contains pistons and hinges that we can reverse the direction of. So let's try it on this battery that we dug out and convert it into mobile grid. So probably I think we can drop this bit of the crane. This first bit. I think that's quite useless for now. We don't need the extra height. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like it's going very slowly. Nice. We will call it the snail. I'm dying. It's bad. It's going fast as well.
Low health.
Can we go?
Health critical.
We got it right? Whoa, that's bad. That's why we ideally want to pipe up our cockpit with oxygen. Lesson learned. We could do it actually, in a very ugly way. something like... We could remove like a bit of armor. I think it could be fun. That's right. Right, and let's integrate the last bit back in. Alright, not sure if that's very pretty, but we should have oxygen. Not gonna try it. Ah, up to 100%. Right, so that actually works. We worked out some logic. Alright, anyway, we were in the middle of doing this while we got rudely disturbed. I think we will reach it this way. I'm not sure now. Apparently we will. Probably should stop extending this one. So the advantage of using these is that they're extremely strong. I probably want to put the handbrake on a bit more. Alright, so that's going well. Can't see what I'm doing. That's a bit of a problem actually. Can we zoom out? No. We have no idea what we're doing. So what we do need to do is lift up this one again. And we get a bit more zoomed out focus. Not the best crane. I guess it's not as easy to build cranes as I thought. It's not stuck, is it? No, because we can just move it. It's just very heavy. Alright, well, let's remove one of them. I don't think I can see how full they are. This one is full. This one not. This one I cannot see. I guess since we know this one is empty, we will remove this. Alright. Doesn't look like this is going to end well. Should we try to drive like this? It seems like a stupid idea, but we could try it. I mean, technically it is locked, but, oh god. I think it's worth the risk. Just move it far away from the rover. There we go. That's it. Off to a great start. So can we cross before they arrive? I think we can. Or not. Right. Yeah, this was never going to succeed anyway, so it's the rotor, I think, that did us. But good news, the crane is still intact. So I was a bit distracted by all the messages. So yeah, the crane is still intact, so we can use the crane for more fun. Now, it's a bit of a shame that we don't have oxygen at the base. I was hoping to get that. Yeah. I guess we should have been better at using the crane, but also more patient. Less greedy, maybe. Or all of the above. This is done. I don't think this is going to work. No, as we destroyed it even more. Let's not try this, it's too difficult. Yeah, it was a nice plan.
Convoy dispatch.
Doesn't work.
Delivery X5.
So what we'll focus on is we'll just clear this all up actually. So what did we achieve this episode? Well, we learned things that do not work. Landmines are a lot of fun, but probably won't work. Cranes are not fun at all. I cannot get them to work. So yeah, maybe instead let's focus on the positives. We still got a lot of stuff to work with at the Flight Research Station to build something cool. So next time we will build an attack rover to pirate a few shipments. Really excited for that. And we'll try not to use the crane whenever we can, because we hate it. Thank you for joining, subscribing, and see you next time. Bye bye.